Have you ever wondered if the vitamins you're taking every day could be making your legs weaker? Many seniors take supplements with the belief that they are helping to maintain their strength and health. But what if those very pills are doing more harm than good, silently draining your energy, affecting your mobility, and putting your independence at risk? In this video, we're going to explore the shocking truth about some of the most common vitamins and supplements that could be undermining your leg strength. We'll dive deep into how they work, the hidden dangers they pose, and most importantly, what you can do instead to protect your legs, regain your energy, and maintain your independence. If you've ever felt your legs growing weaker, struggled with balance, or noticed your energy levels dropping unexpectedly, this video is for you. By the end, you'll know how to make smarter supplement choices and improve your overall health in ways you never imagined. Don't miss out on life-changing tips that could help you feel stronger, steadier, and more confident in your day-to-day activities. Stick with us until the end because we'll share simple, science-backed strategies that can restore your muscle strength and mobility. No more guessing about which vitamins are right for you. Your legs will thank you. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. Calcium supplements. The unexpected risk to your muscles. For decades, we've been bombarded with the message that calcium is the secret to maintaining strong, healthy bones. It's been ingrained in our minds by doctors, advertisements, and even well-meaning friends. Take your calcium, or risk having your bones crumble away. This idea has become so deeply embedded in the minds of many that it almost feels like a universal truth, one that we don't question. After all, we've been told our whole lives that calcium is the backbone of bone health, and, for most of us, that's where the conversation ends. But, what if we've been misled all this time? What if the very thing we've been taught to believe is crucial for our well-being could be doing us more harm than good? It's a thought that's hard to digest, I know, but the truth is, an excess of calcium, especially from supplements, can quietly and insidiously start to weaken our muscles, leaving us with less strength in our legs, more fatigue, and, frankly, a growing sense of vulnerability. At first, it's easy to dismiss. Maybe your legs feel a little heavier than they should when climbing stairs, or you've noticed more cramps in your calves at night. You tell yourself it's just a natural part of aging, or that maybe you're just dehydrated. But here's the reality that's difficult to face. What if those little signs are pointing to something more dangerous, something that could be slowly undermining your mobility and independence? Calcium, as we know, plays a critical role in muscle function. But here's the catch: it doesn't work alone. To function properly, calcium needs a delicate balance of other minerals, particularly magnesium, which helps muscles contract and relax smoothly. The problem with calcium supplements is that they often tip this balance out of whack. When you overload your body with calcium and don't have enough magnesium to balance it, your muscles can start to stiffen, becoming sluggish and prone to cramps. What once felt like strength and stability may now turn into a frustrating struggle. You might find yourself grappling with the simplest tasks, like standing up from a chair or taking a walk, something that used to feel effortless. It's as if your legs betray you when you need them the most. But the risks go beyond just muscle weakness. Excessive calcium can also lead to arterial calcification, where calcium builds up in the walls of your blood vessels, narrowing them and restricting circulation. This means that the oxygen and nutrients that your muscles rely on to stay healthy and strong are no longer reaching them effectively. And it doesn't take a doctor to recognize the toll this can take. You may feel your legs growing weak and tired more quickly, even after minimal exertion. If you've ever found yourself feeling like your legs just won't cooperate, like they're always one step behind you, poor circulation could be the hidden culprit. What's even more concerning is that many older adults are over-supplementing with calcium when their diets already provide more than enough. It's astonishing to think that despite the abundance of calcium-rich foods, like dairy products, leafy greens, almonds, and fortified foods. Many people are still taking excessive calcium supplements, often without realizing the potential consequences. The truth is, we don't need a bottle of pills to give our bones the calcium they need. A more balanced approach, with a focus on magnesium, vitamin D, and vitamin K2, is far more beneficial for maintaining both strong bones and healthy muscles. Before reaching for that next calcium tablet, I urge you to ask yourself, is this helping me stay strong, or is it silently eroding my muscle strength and mobility? A simple change in how we approach our nutrition, prioritizing balance, not excess, could make all the difference between struggling with weakness and reclaiming the strength we need to live our lives with independence and confidence. It's never too late to start making more informed choices for your body, and trust me, it's worth it. Your legs deserve better than to be weakened by the very thing you thought was helping them. 2. Iron supplements. A hidden cause of muscle fatigue. Iron supplements, for many older adults, are seen as a cornerstone of maintaining good health. We've all heard that iron is vital for transporting oxygen through the bloodstream, and it's easy to understand why so many people believe that taking extra iron will keep them energized and feeling strong. After all, when iron levels are low, we feel exhausted, dizzy, and drained. Symptoms that no one wants to deal with, especially as we age. It seems logical, right? You take an iron supplement, and your energy levels soar, giving you the strength to power through the day. But what if I told you that, in reality, these supplements might not only be unnecessary, they could be quietly robbing you of the very energy they promise to restore? It's hard to grasp, but the truth is that for most seniors, extra iron may be doing more harm than good. The fact is that many older adults don't need additional iron. Most are not iron deficient, yet the habit of taking iron supplements persists, often based on outdated recommendations or well-meaning advice. As we age, our bodies change, and so do our needs. Unlike younger people, older adults are far less likely to suffer from iron deficiency. So, why do we keep reaching for that little pill? Perhaps it's because iron has been so deeply ingrained in our wellness routines, almost like a comforting ritual. But we need to face a difficult truth. Iron supplements are not always a quick fix for fatigue. They could be slowly sabotaging your muscle function, causing weakness, and making your legs feel heavier than they should. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. I know it's hard to believe, but the reality is that when we consume too much iron, it doesn't just leave our bodies without a trace. Instead, it builds up, accumulating in various tissues, including our precious muscles. Over time, this excess iron doesn't sit idly by, it wreaks havoc. The result? Chronic fatigue, muscle weakness, and even pain. It's so heartbreaking to think about how we, in our attempts to improve our health, can unknowingly be making ourselves weaker rather than stronger. The very thing we hoped would make us feel better could be sapping our energy and vitality. And that's not all. The damage goes even deeper when we look at how iron contributes to oxidative stress. Iron is a reactive mineral, and when it's in excess, it forms free radicals, those dangerous, unstable molecules that can do a lot of harm. They attack your cells, including your muscle fibers, causing inflammation and making it so much harder for your body to recover after even the smallest exertion. I've seen it time and time again. People who start taking iron to feel better, only to find themselves feeling worse as their muscles become inflamed and exhausted. But the toll doesn't stop at the muscles. Another quiet issue with iron overload is how it interferes with magnesium absorption. I can't stress enough how essential magnesium is for muscle relaxation and proper nerve function. Without enough magnesium, your muscles can become stiff, sore, and prone to cramping. The result? You might wake up in the middle of the night with agonizing leg cramps, or find yourself struggling to walk through the day because your legs feel unshakably heavy. These aren't just the inevitable side effects of aging. These could very well be signs that your iron levels are spiraling out of control, quietly sabotaging your comfort and mobility. But here's the most comforting news. Unless your doctor has explicitly diagnosed you with an iron deficiency, you most likely don't need an iron supplement. It's a hard pill to swallow, especially when the world around us tells us to take it for granted that more iron equals better health. But the truth is that most seniors already get sufficient iron from their diet. Foods like lean meats, spinach, beans, and fortified cereals provide us with plenty of iron. So why risk the dangers of excess when you don't have to? Rather than reaching for that iron pill, consider a better approach. You can optimize iron absorption naturally by pairing iron-rich foods with vitamin C sources. Think citrus fruits, bell peppers, or even strawberries. Vitamin C helps your body absorb iron more efficiently, without risking the dangerous accumulation that can harm your muscles and your overall health. This is a far more balanced and thoughtful way to ensure you're getting just the right amount of iron, without the harmful side effects. At the end of the day, we all want to feel energized, strong, and ready to take on the world. But we also need to be mindful of the decisions we make for our health, and that means questioning whether our old habits are still serving us. Let's not fall for the myth that more is always better. Instead, let's embrace smarter, more informed choices that truly honor the body we've worked so hard to take care of throughout our lives. Our bodies deserve that respect. 3. Vitamin E, a surprising threat to leg strength. For years, we've been told that vitamin E is a miracle worker. It's celebrated for its supposed ability to improve heart health, keep our minds sharp, and even turn back the clock on aging skin. Many older adults faithfully take it every day, convinced that it will shield them from the natural decline that comes with age. But what if the very thing they're relying on for vitality is actually sneaking in and stripping away their strength, causing them to feel less stable, more unsteady, and, worst of all, increasing the risk of falls? It's a terrifying thought, but it's one that too many people are unknowingly facing. Here's the thing. Vitamin E isn't inherently bad. Yes, your body needs some of it to function properly. But like so many things in life, moderation is key. The problem arises when you start taking too much, particularly in the form of supplements. When you load up on vitamin E, especially in high doses, it disrupts the delicate balance that your body depends on to keep your muscles and nervous system functioning smoothly. That balance is what allows you to stay strong, steady, and upright. But when it's thrown off, your muscles may begin to lose their ability to support you properly. The real danger here is that the effects of excessive vitamin E aren't immediately noticeable. It doesn't come with a flashing warning sign. No, the danger builds slowly, silently, over time. And before you know it, what you thought were just the normal signs of aging, those little stumbles, that feeling of weakness in your legs, could be the result of too much vitamin E. One of the most concerning issues is how vitamin E interferes with vitamin K, a nutrient that plays a critical role in blood clotting and muscle health. Vitamin E may be lauded for its antioxidant properties, but when it blocks vitamin K, your muscles don't get the oxygen and nutrients they need to stay strong. The result? You may start to notice that your legs feel weaker than usual, or that your balance becomes a little less reliable. You might even find yourself bruising from what feels like the slightest bump or trip. If any of this sounds familiar, don't dismiss it as just a part of getting older. Excessive vitamin E could be quietly at play, sabotaging your strength and stability. And that's just the beginning of the dangers. Vitamin E also thins the blood. While mild blood thinning can be beneficial for some people, too much can lead to dangerous side effects like excessive bleeding, dizziness, and lightheadedness, things that can make it hard to even stand up, let alone move around confidently. Have you ever felt inexplicably dizzy or unsteady when getting out of bed or when standing up from a chair? Maybe your legs just suddenly feel too weak to support you. It's easy to think it's a circulation issue or just a bad day. But what if it's your body struggling to cope with an overload of vitamin E? It's not just a theory either. Research has shown that seniors who take high doses of vitamin E supplements are at an increased risk of falling. It's almost ironic. People take vitamin E to keep themselves healthy, but in doing so, they may be setting themselves up for the very problems they're trying to avoid. Rather than helping your muscles stay strong and steady, excess vitamin E can weaken the very foundation of your mobility. So, what's the solution? Does this mean you should avoid vitamin E altogether? Not at all. The key is to get it from natural food sources rather than popping supplements. Foods like nuts, seeds, and leafy greens provide the perfect amount of vitamin E, without the risks of synthetic, high-dose pills. Your body knows exactly what to do with vitamin E from food. It regulates it naturally. But when it comes from supplements, it's far too easy to overdo it, often without realizing the damage until it manifests in the form of leg weakness and loss of balance. Before you take another vitamin E capsule, pause and reflect. Is this the health boost you're looking for, or could it be subtly, insidiously undermining your strength and stability? Ask yourself if the promise of a miracle vitamin is worth the potential hidden costs it may carry. Your health, your strength, and your peace of mind deserve more than a quick fix. Choose wisely. Your body will thank you. 4. Vitamin D in excess. The double-edged sword for muscle health. Vitamin D, often regarded as the miracle nutrient for aging, is hailed for its many benefits, supporting strong bones, boosting immune function, and keeping muscles vibrant. It's no wonder that doctors frequently recommend vitamin D supplements to seniors, and many of us take them without hesitation, trusting that more is better. After all, who doesn't want to safeguard their health and vitality as they age? But what happens when the very thing meant to nurture your body instead starts to slowly wear it down? What if that daily vitamin D pill, taken with good intentions, is quietly undermining your muscles, leaving you weaker, more fatigued, and in pain? Here's the truth. The importance of vitamin D cannot be overstated. It is a vital part of the equation for healthy aging, and your body needs it to function properly. But, like everything in life, balance is key. More is not always better, especially when it comes to a nutrient that has the potential to wreak havoc when consumed in excess. Taking too much vitamin D can lead to a dangerous buildup of calcium in the bloodstream, a condition known as hypercalcemia. While calcium is essential for strong bones, too much of it circulating freely in your body instead of being stored in your bones can lead to muscle stiffness, cramping, and even long-term muscle weakness. It's almost as if the nutrient that was meant to empower you is doing the opposite, and that can be deeply frustrating. I know how easy it is to fall into the trap of thinking that more vitamin D means stronger, healthier muscles, especially as we age. But if your legs have been feeling heavy, tight, or uncomfortably sore lately, and you're unsure of the cause, this could very well be a warning sign that your vitamin D intake is too high. Too often, seniors take high doses of vitamin D supplements based on outdated advice, assuming that with age comes an automatic need for more. However, many of us are already getting plenty of vitamin D from everyday sources like fortified foods, dairy, and even a little time in the sun. Adding a high-dose supplement on top of that can push your levels beyond what your body can effectively use, triggering a cascade of unwanted side effects. It's heartbreaking when we experience unexplained fatigue or muscle pain that gets written off as just another inevitable part of aging. But, trust me, these symptoms shouldn't be ignored. They could be your body's way of telling you that excessive vitamin D is sabotaging your muscles. What many don't realize is that excessive vitamin D doesn't just impact calcium. It also messes with the delicate balance of other minerals in the body, such as magnesium and potassium, critical minerals that are essential for muscle relaxation. When these minerals become depleted, the result is often sudden muscle cramps, tightness, and an all-consuming feeling of weakness that can leave you unable to enjoy the simplest of activities. If you've ever woken up in the middle of the night with a stabbing leg cramp or found yourself limping after a short walk because your legs just won't cooperate, you're not alone. Those nagging, seemingly random pains could be the result of too much vitamin D in your system. I can understand how easy it is to feel helpless in these moments. You've done everything right? You're following medical advice, taking your supplements like a good patient, but somehow, your body feels more worn out than ever. The silver lining here is that it's possible to avoid these problems with just a little bit of mindfulness. The first step is to stop blindly taking high-dose vitamin D supplements without understanding your body's actual needs. Before adding extra vitamin D to your routine, I urge you to get your levels checked by your doctor. It's so easy to assume that more is better, but in reality, many seniors already have sufficient vitamin D levels, and adding more could cause more harm than good. Instead, I encourage you to embrace a more balanced approach. Vitamin D is a natural part of a healthy diet and lifestyle. Seek it out from whole food sources like salmon, eggs, and fortified dairy. Sunlight is also a wonderful, natural source. Just a little exposure can go a long way in supporting your health without the risks associated with oversupplementation. Before you reach for that vitamin D capsule next time, take a moment to ask yourself, are you giving your body what it needs, or are you inadvertently setting yourself up for muscle cramps, weakness, and exhaustion? Trust your body, listen to its whispers, and remember, moderation and balance will always be your greatest allies in the journey of aging gracefully. 5. Vitamin B6. When too much causes nerve and muscle problems. Vitamin B6 is often praised for its role in boosting energy, supporting brain health, and maintaining nerve function. For many seniors, it's seen as a helpful ally in the fight against cognitive decline, a key player in metabolism, and a supporter of a strong nervous system. However, what if the very vitamin that you rely on to keep your body strong and your mind sharp is doing more harm than good? Imagine a supplement meant to help you, but instead, it's silently damaging your nerves, weakening your muscles, and turning every step into a struggle. Unlike some vitamins that the body can easily flush out when consumed in excess, vitamin B6 doesn't work this way. It accumulates in the body over time. While moderate doses of B6 are essential for converting food into energy and supporting nerve function, taking high amounts can be incredibly toxic. This toxic buildup can lead to a debilitating condition known as sensory neuropathy, which specifically targets the nerves responsible for controlling muscles, especially in the legs. As a result, seniors may start to feel an unsettling numbness, tingling sensations, and a loss of coordination. This isn't just an occasional inconvenience. This is a problem that deepens over time. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Some seniors describe it as walking on soft cushions or losing the ability to feel the ground beneath their feet. At first, it might seem like a minor issue, something that can be brushed off, but these early signs can quickly lead to bigger problems. It might start with a slight tingling in your toes or a bit of weakness in your legs after standing for a long time. But as your B6 levels continue to rise without you even realizing it, those small issues can spiral into persistent weakness, difficulty walking, and, ultimately, a loss of independence. Imagine waking up one day, feeling more fragile than ever before, only to realize that the very vitamins you trusted were the cause of your struggles. It's heartbreaking, especially when the change happens so gradually that it feels like it sneaks up on you. The scariest part? Many seniors unknowingly consume more B6 than they realize. It's often included in multivitamins, fortified cereals, protein shakes, and even energy drinks, foods and supplements that most people think are harmless. If you're consuming multiple sources of B6 without thinking twice, you could easily be pushing your levels far beyond what's safe. While the recommended daily intake for seniors is a modest 1.7 milligrams, many supplements can contain doses as high as 50 milligrams or more per serving. That's a massive increase from what your body needs, creating a perfect storm for nerve damage. But there's hope. The solution is surprisingly simple. Opt for B6 from natural food sources instead of synthetic supplements. Foods like bananas, poultry, fish, and potatoes offer the perfect balance of B6 in a form your body can easily regulate. The truth is that nature provides all we need if we choose to listen to it. If you're feeling unexplained leg weakness, tingling, or difficulty with balance, it's time to take a step back and reevaluate your supplement routine. A small adjustment could be the key to not just feeling better, but regaining the strength and stability to move through your day with confidence. Don't wait until the damage is done. Before popping another high-dose B6 supplement, ask yourself, could it be contributing to the very issues you're trying to solve? The vitamins you take should work in harmony with your body, not against it. Now that we know about the potential dangers of these common supplements, the next crucial question is, what should you be doing instead to protect your leg strength, mobility, and independence as you age? Taking care of your leg strength isn't just about the supplements you choose. For many seniors, taking vitamins is a way to fight back against the ravages of aging and to hold on to vitality and strength. But as we've seen, not all supplements are created equal. Some can work against you, silently undermining your body's ability to stay strong and increasing your risk of falls and instability. The vitamins we take should empower us, not weaken us. You might be surprised to know that the very pills you're taking to stay strong could be the reason your legs feel weaker, your steps feel more uncertain, and your energy seems to drain faster than before. It's not the vitamins themselves that are to blame, it's the way they're misused. The body thrives on balance, not excess. Every vitamin and mineral has a specific role, but no single one works in isolation. When we overload on one, we create imbalances that trigger a cascade of unintended consequences. For example, excessive calcium can strip your muscles of magnesium, causing stiffness and poor circulation. Too much iron can fuel oxidative stress, inflaming rather than strengthening muscles. Vitamin E, when taken in large amounts, can subtly interfere with the nervous system, making it harder to maintain balance and coordination. And of course, excessive B6 can silently erode your nerve health, leaving you unsteady and vulnerable to falls. These issues don't appear overnight. They creep up slowly, often unnoticed until one day you find that getting up from a chair takes more effort than it should. Walking upstairs feels like an impossible task. What once felt like a normal part of life, moving through the day, accomplishing tasks with ease, now feels like a constant struggle. The hardest part? Many seniors, feeling frustrated and tired, blame these changes on the natural process of aging. But what if the answer lies in something as simple as adjusting your supplement intake? So, what can you do to turn things around? The first step is awareness. Take a good look at the supplements you're taking. Ask yourself whether you're taking them because you have a diagnosed deficiency or just out of habit. When was the last time you had your vitamin and mineral levels tested? Are you relying on outdated advice or making assumptions about what your body needs? Next, make the switch to real, whole foods over synthetic pills. Nutrients from natural food sources come in forms your body knows how to process, and they won't overwhelm you with excess. Leafy greens, nuts, fish, dairy, and eggs provide all the B6 and other vitamins you need in the right amounts, without any dangerous side effects. Finally, don't forget that movement is just as important as nutrition. Staying active is key to maintaining strong muscles and joints. Stretch regularly, do light strength exercises, and make sure you're keeping your body engaged and resilient. Supplements alone won't keep you strong, but a healthy diet combined with an active lifestyle will. Now that you know which supplements could be quietly sabotaging your health, the next step is to explore simple, science-backed strategies for naturally restoring your leg strength and maintaining your mobility. With the right approach, you can keep moving confidently and protect your independence for years to come. Stay informed, stay active, and take control of your health. It's never too late to make a change. As we wrap up today's video, let's take a moment to reflect on everything we've discussed. We've explored the hidden dangers of excessive B6 supplementation and how it can affect our leg strength, nerve health, and overall well-being. It's a reminder that even the vitamins we take to support our health can sometimes have unintended consequences if not carefully managed. So, what have you learned so far? I encourage you to think about one key takeaway from today's video that you can bring into your own life, whether it's reevaluating your supplements, prioritizing whole foods, or staying more mindful about your health choices. Please, Share with us in the comments below one thing you've learned and plan to put into practice. We'd love to hear how this information is helping you make smarter, healthier choices. If you enjoyed this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support means the world to us, and we can't wait to bring you more valuable content to help you live your best life. Thank you for watching, and take care of your health.